Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. My name is Haidhar bin Daud. My matric number is CN190258. Today I would like to present our PSM, which is the title is Kapok CEIBA PENTANDRA, fiber for removal of a spill oil. My supervisor's name for the PSM is Prof. Media DS Dr. Rosiza binti Hussein, alias Isa. So we move to the chapter 1, introduction. Background study. Water pollution caused by spill oil and organic chemical leak has been identified as one of the most serious worldwide concerns harming the ecology. When an oil spill happens in water, the leak oil might produce an oil-water emulsion or floating film which prevent sunlight from penetrating the water and killing living organism. Spill oil accidents uh, have a serious impact on ecological and environment system. So, 10,000 people have died because of various diseases that are connected to environmental pollution. For instance, the deepwater horizon drilling rig exploded in northern Gulf of Mexico, which resulted in 3.19 million barrels of oil spilling and several hundred thousand hydrocarbon leaking into the water. So, to solve this problem, need to come something that can remove the oil spill. There have been several strategies used to combat the spill oil. Okay, the problem statement. Nowadays, there are a lot of pollution that has a result from water pollution. In this research, the focus is the spoiled oil that want to remove the spread the missing of oil water. Spill oil give a bad effect and serious impact on a ecological environment system. As a result, it is critical to clean the water soon following an oil spill. So, we move the objective. This is objective for this project. First, to analyze the surface properties of Kapok fiber, and second, to evaluate the interaction mechanism of Kapok fiber in oil water as a oil solvent. So, next we move to the scope of study. The scope of this project are to characterize the surface properties of Kapok fiber using a scanning electron microscope (SEM), and then EDX SEM, contact angle, and Fourier transform infra VTIR before absorption. To analyze all water sorption using a different weight of a Kapok fiber with a corn oil and used cooking oil. Third, to characterize the surface properties of Kapok fiber after oil filtration using SEM, EDX-SEM, contact angle, and Fourier transform infra FTIR. Fourth, to analyze the oil removal efficiency using a corn oil and used cooking oil. Last, to analyze the reusability of a Kapok fiber. Significance of study. When oil spill in the water, it first spread on the water surface according to its density. The efficiency of Kapok fiber as an adsorbent material may be demonstrated in this investigation. Furthermore, optical condition value of the recorded timing on the different type of oil may be used to estimate the efficiency of the absorbent material in removing the amount of the oil. Okay, we move to the chapter 2, which is the literature. Accident involving oil spill can be caused by human error and negligence, purposeful acts such as vandalism and illegal dumping, or natural catastrophes such as hurricanes and earthquakes. Around 200 different solvent materials are being manufactured and used. The usage of solvent is especially appealing due its capacity to convert liquid contaminants into a solid and semi-solid paste for the further handling and removal. So far, three types of common solvent have been identified. First is synthetic solvent, which is have a polystyrene fiber and oil-absorbing resin. Second is inorganic solvent, which is have exfoliated graphite, silica aerogel, and clay nanocrystal-based absorbent. And the last, natural fiber, which is as a cotton fiber, Kapok fiber, sawdust, and wheat straw. For in the experiment, the natural fiber has been chosen. We move to the natural fiber. Natural fiber have recently been well used as a reinforced agent to thermosetting polymer due to their numerous outstanding properties. Such as low cost, good oxidation resistant, improve the mechanical properties, good addition for polymeric matrix, and chemical itness, which make them suitable applicable as adsorbent material. Some natural fiber does have an advantage of being biologically degradable by influence the sorbent substance through a biological reaction. Although natural fiber material have been employed as oil solvent, the majority of them have a poor oil sorption capacity uh, and oil-water selectivity. Next, we move to the kapok fiber. Kapok fiber is a natural product produced from a seed cotton tree fruit. CEIBA pentandra, or known as kapok or kekabu fiber in Malaysia, is a member of the Bombaceae fruit family of the indigenous crops. The mature tree produce 100 of pod up to the 15 cm long, each containing FIBRE seeds. A tree may yield 500 to 400 fruits, with each fruit containing 200 seeds. Kapok, being a natural fiber, has a large lumen and a thin cell wall composed primarily of cellulose, lignin, polysaccharide, and a little amount of waxy covering. When compared to the cotton fiber, kapok fiber have a lower cellulose content and a greater lignin concentration. Because of its unique quality, kapok fiber is frequently used as a filling for padding, upholstery, lab preserver, and other water safety device, as well as a sound of its installation. Seba Petandra, or known as a kapok, for its use, have good and bad things. So they have a lot of advantages and the advantage of the kapok fiber. For the advantage, FA4, which is intrinsic hydrophobic characteristic, high absorption capacity, low cost, and high biodegradability. For the disadvantage, the kapok fiber is the fiber fragile and break easily, not suitable for weaving and spinning, high inflammable, irritant to lung, and need extra care during work. Okay, we move to the type of variable used to test the kapok fiber. In the experiment, two types of oil will be used to test the kapok fiber, which is corn oil and used cooking oil. Corn oil create a source of essential fatty acid, which generally account for the more than 60% of its overall composition, with linoleic acid accounting for the majority, and linoleic acid accounting for less than 1.5%. For the used cooking oil, the type of household trash produced as a result of the cooking and frying food using vegetable oil. Okay, we move to the method removal separate of spillwater. that many method removal or spread of the spill oil, which is that way is filtration, absorption, observation, and others. From this experiment, with absorption to remove the spill oil. Absorbent are natural or synthetic microstellate material with accessible interior pore surface for the certain strong and solute mixture. Adsorption is the extraction of a solvent's outer surface to a sorbate. During the adsorption process, a sorbate molecule will on the solvent surface without entering the solvent. Adsorption is a popular oil removal method due to its simplicity and reduce process value when compared to other oil removal technology without entering the solvent. We go to the hydrophobic property. Hydrophobic coating are commonly employed in a wide range of the material surface. However, producing non-toxic and ecologically acceptable hydrophobic coating remains significantly difficult. Hydrophobic surface have piqued the interest of many people due to their numerous application in self-cleaning, anti-heating, corrosion resistant, heat transfer, improvement, oil water separation, and so on. So we move to the chapter 3, which is methodology. So the first is a research flowchart. So this is our flowchart. Okay, absorbent oil. In the research study, for the oil selection, which is a corn oil and used cooking oil, will be used to analyze the oil absorption rate of the proposed material. Okay, so this table shows the quantity of each oil that will be used in the experiment are summarized. So for the corn oil, the quantity of the oil is 3 milliliter, 6 milliliter, and 9 milliliter. Also, use cooking oil, 3 milliliter, 6 milliliter, and 9 milliliter. The experimental arrangement will design to replicate the practical use of the Kapok fiber to absorb the free phase oil floating on the water. The experiment will be prepared by combining oil and water. An approximate quantity of each of the three types of the test oil will be mixed into tap water in a series of 3 beakers. After the oil and the water mixture have reached a steady state, Kapok fiber in a loosened form will be placed across the whole liquid surface in the beaker. Then, take the time when the Kapok starting absorb the oil, then the Kapok fiber pull out the beaker after the absorb. So, chapter part result and discussion. For the chapter is expected result. Outcome for this research is expected of the Kapok fiber would be able to absorb the oil and easily expel water from the surface due to the excellent hydrophobic oleophilic characteristic. Next, this research will be able to yield data accurate result, notably on the surface properties of a Kapok fiber by applying a process such as Fourier transform infrared, which is FTIR, scanning electron microscope, which is SEM, and contact angle analysis on the Kapok fiber. Okay, so this is a Gantt chart for the PSM. So that's all from me, and thank you.